Hello. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be looking at Warrior 2. So we're going to be, if you may have noticed that the poses are kind of building upon one another. So in this pose, we're going to do something similar to five-pointed star by taking the feet nice and wide. And then we're going to do internal rotation of one leg and external rotation of the other. Okay, so hang in there with me. We're going to, for the front leg, in this case it's my right, is going to be externally rotating. So I like to lift the toes and then pivot on the heel so that hip can really externally rotate, that thigh externally rotates away from my center line. The back leg, it's slight, it's not huge motion, but you can lift up onto your toes and then rotate your heel out slightly. It's just a little bit of an internal rotation coming from that hip and that thigh. So the front leg is externally rotated, back leg, left leg is slightly internally rotated. And then I want to have my hips about even in height. It's very common, especially if we're tight in the inner thigh here, it's very common for this hip to kind of dip down and all the weight to go into the front leg. I want to try to keep the weight evenly between both feet and keep the hips level in height. Okay, so just to the best of your ability, not forcing it. Now you may notice, may not, and that's okay. You may notice that my hips are not facing forward. Sometimes people will try to square their hips to face forward. And what happens is it causes that front knee to kind of draw in and roll in, which we really want to avoid. We want the knee to track in line with the toes, unless that causes knee pain. We want the knees to track in line with the toes, which means that the hips might be not level facing forward, rather, but they might be at a slight angle. That's okay. Alrighty, so the hips are even in height. Weight is kind of even between both feet and legs. Then I'm going to grow the spine nice and long, nice and tall. And then, if you like, you can rotate your rib cage to face forward. Extending the arms out to about shoulder high. And then I look towards the right hand. If that bothers your neck, just look forward. That's okay. Okay, and just notice if your shoulders are kind of really hiking up. And if they are, just allow your shoulder blades to relax down the back. You're not cramming them down. Just allow them to kind of relax down the back. And breathe. Okay, so this is Warrior 2. Okay, so to come out, I should explain coming out too. I'm going to straighten that front leg, rotate the toes to face forward, and then heel toe the feet back together. Okay, so that is Warrior 2. And in the next posture, we're going to be adding on something called the lateral tilt of the pelvis for side angle posture. Thank you.